The sky above me turned black with iron. Thousands of arrows screamed as they descended, hammering against bronze shields in a relentless storm. The air burned with smoke and the copper taste of blood. Men shouted final prayers. The ground trembled beneath the weight of impact. Death was everywhere. It fell from above. It pierced from the front. It crawled through the screams of the wounded. Chaos demanded panic. The storm demanded surrender. But behind my shield, there was control. My arm trembled, yet my breath did not. Slow inhale, slow release. The bronze cooled my skin while the world burned beyond its curve. The noise was real, but it did not belong inside me. You think anxiety is the storm. You are mistaken. Anxiety is only the sound of arrows striking your shield. You suffer because you keep looking at the sky instead of trusting the bronze in your hands. I stood in the line where boys became ghosts. Shoulder to shoulder, bronze grinding against bronze. The Phalanx was not a formation, it was a living wall of will. Sweat stung my eyes. Blood darkened the dust at my feet. Every breath tasted of iron and ash. Outside the shield, men were breaking. Inside it, we were becoming stone. This is where you are failing. You are standing alone in an open field, staring upward as invisible arrows fall without end. Notifications, deadlines, debt, comparison, the endless noise of strangers who have never held a shield yet shout as if they command armies. You flinch at every vibration. You react to every shadow. That is not strength. That is exposure. In Troy, the man who survived did not chase every threat. He locked shields. He trusted the formation. He narrowed his world to the mission in front of him. Today, your mind is breached because you have no formation. You open your gates at dawn and wonder why your peace is burning by noon. If you are ready to stand in line with men who refuse to be ruled by noise, then join the Silent Legion. Subscribe, report your position below. Tell me where you stand watch from. The siege has already begun. The first arrow never kills the man. It is the second one that the Pama panic fracture his stance. I saw it in Troy. Young warriors stared at the sky, trying to measure the storm, trying to calculate survival. Their eyes followed every streak of iron. Their shields lowered an inch. That inch was enough. The sky does not care about your calculations. It only punishes hesitation. You are doing the same thing. You try to manage every threat at once. Every notification demands attention. Every possibility of failure feels urgent. You attempt to answer messages while forecasting disasters that have not happened. Your mind lives in the clouds, fighting battles that are not even on the field. And while you are distracted by imagined impact, your real grip weakens. In the Phalanx, I was forbidden to look up. My world was reduced to what I could command, the rim of my shield, the pressure of my brother's shoulder against mine, the rhythm of my breath, the order to advance. I did not control the archers, I controlled my stance. I did not silence the storm. I became indifferent to it. Anxiety is born when you worship what you cannot command and neglect what you can. Lower your gaze. Fix it on your hands, on the work in front of you, on the discipline that strengthens your line. You are not overwhelmed. by arrows, you are overexposed to the sky. Trust the shield. Strengthen the formation. Let the iron waste itself against your discipline while you move forward without looking up. There is a moment in every siege when the body wants to betray you, the pulse climbs, the hands sweat, vision narrows. I felt it when the gates of Troy shook and the air filled with ash so thick it burned the lungs. Fear is not weakness. IT is Signal becomes chaos. The warrior who cannot command his breath becomes a slave to his own pulse. So I learned breathe whistle, not like pray. Inhale through the nose, slow, deep, filling the ribs as if expanding armor from within. Hold it. Feel the weight of the shield against your forearm. Then release through the mouth, steady, controlled, as if cooling forged steel. Again and again, outside the bronze, men screamed and iron shattered. Inside the bronze, there was rhythm. The storm could not enter what I governed. You breathe as if you are being hunted. Short, shallow, high in the chest. Your body believes you are under constant attack, so it floods you with alarms. That is why your thoughts race. That is why your chest tightens. You are feeding the siege from within your own lungs. Slow the breath, and you slow the war drum in your veins. The mind follows the body's command. Calm is not surrender. It is tactical positioning. When the walls cracked and dust swallowed the horizon, I did not pray for silence. I created it within my ribs. Master your breath, and you create distance between the arrow and your reaction. In that space, you choose. And the man who chooses his response cannot be conquered. A city does not fall because the enemy is strong. It falls because the gates are opened from within. I watched it happen, not in a single blaze of glory, but in small permissions. A gap left unguarded, a watchman distracted, a moment of comfort chosen over vigilance. That is how walls die, not from force, from negligence. Your mind is no different. You grant access to everything, every opinion, every outrage, every glowing distraction that hums for your attention. You say yes to noise, then curse the chaos that follows. You open your shield to check what's happening, and that is when the arrow enters. Peace cannot survive an open perimeter. Lock your formation. Choose what is allowed inside your gates. Silence what does not serve your mission. Limit your inputs the way we rationed water under siege. Establish rituals that anchor you. Same waking hour, same training, same deliberate first action before the world speaks. Discipline is not restriction. It is structural integrity. Understand this law of survival. If you break formation to chase every distant threat, you expose the man beside you and the man beside him. Your habits are not isolated. They shape your entire line. Close the perimeter. Guard your focus, because the warrior who controls his gates decides what enters his soul. Lower your heart rate. Slow it until it obeys you. You are not here to react to every tremor in the sky. You are here to hold the line. Raise your standards higher than your fear. Grip your discipline tighter than your doubt. The world will continue to roar. Arrows will continue to fall. Let them strike bronze, not flesh. Close your gates. Guard your breath. Lock your shields with men who refuse to kneel to noise. Execute what is in front of you with ruthless calm. The storm will not stop. But you are the shield. Stand fast.